We back to streaming. Woohoo!
Hi.
Okay. It is good to be back. Anyway, I had oh no, don't go to sleep. uh, things have potentially started finally slowing down a bit. To where I can now hopefully go back to streaming to 2 times a day. And as I said on Aki's stream, I have decided to forego FF4. I don't mean to keep dropping games. But just between IRL stuff, the raid season in 14, there's just been a lot of stuff that have been eating up my time. But things are finally starting to slow down for the raid scene. We've only got about 2 more weeks, and after that, I only raid on 2 other days, so we are good to go. In that case, then though, I finally want to play a game that I have been dying to try out for years, and that is the Japanese version of The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. Um, I have a lot of good memories with Wind Waker, and I was able to figure out how to make a Japanese account to be able to play this on Switch too. So I have no idea like what any of the text is going to be saying, and the reason why I want to play this version so bad is because this version is technically different than the one that we got in the US and Europe. And I've always wanted to give it a shot. I love the Wind Waker, like I've said before, so I'll try to save a bit more when we get into it. So we're gonna go ahead and get started.
Man, you're good enough to start streaming 2 times a day.
Well, 2 times a week. Now, the only thing with Switch 2 with the GameCube stuff that I don't know how to do, honestly, is get that black bar at the bottom to disappear. Like, if there is a way to do that, I would love to hear it. But outside, I mean, I could adjust um, the capture, but I'm too lazy. Anyway, though, I love this game. This is one of my favorite Zelda games. Aki, have you played this one?
I played the HD version on the Wii U.
Okay. I have not played through the GameCube version since probably 2012. It's been a long time. I did play through Wind Waker not that long ago, about 2 years ago. I played the HD version again. But yeah, I
Mhm.
have, like I said, a lot of memories with this game. Now, I used to be able to read hiragana, which is what this is. But because I'm just going to be more focusing on getting through the story, we're just going to name link that. Okay. So this is just going to be a standard playthrough. We're not doing any of the special stuff with this game. I was thinking about doing all the Nintendo Gallery stuff, but I don't know. I feel like I'd rather just do that on a normal GameCube version. This is just an experience to get to play this version of the game because in Wind Waker for GameCube, there was a couple things that were changed when the game got brought over to America. Most notably is that the Triforce hunt is slightly different. There's also some items that have been changed around, and I think that's about it. But it's enough to say, like, the Triforce hunt, one of the biggest parts of this game, is actually my favorite part of the game. And I know that's like such a weird thing to say for most people, but I do genuinely love the Triforce side quests at the end of the game. And I want to just get a chance to experience that. I always did love this intro. I actually own this was again like how far back with Wind Waker with me because I got into this game thanks to the GameCube back in 2003 had a Zelda Collector's Edition with Zelda. It had uh, the Master Collection, I think is what it was called, and it came with Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Zelda 1, 2, and a demo from Wind Waker. And I played the demo definitely a lot, but I didn't get Wind Waker until either Christmas of that year or a lot later. I didn't play Wind Waker until very late in 2003, if I remember correctly. We're talking over 20 years ago at this point, so my memory's not the best. Um, but since then though, like between like 2000, before, like even after I remember Twilight Princess was out or before Twilight Princess came out, I even got the Japanese version of the Japanese soundtrack for this game. I don't know if I still have it, but like I listened to that for ages. I had the strategy guide I read front to back. This is also kind of similar to Twilight Princess if I ever streamed that game. But Wind Waker means a lot to me. It is also probably my favorite soundtrack in Zelda. The nostalgia for the soundtrack definitely helps, but also just the general melodies, the music. I genuinely love the soundtrack for this game. uh, but it's not my most beaten Zelda. That still goes to Ocarina of Time. Like I've lost count how many times I've beaten that game. That's probably somewhere in the 40 range. It's like, hey, when you're a kid and you don't got an income, you got to replay a bunch of shit. And Ocarina of Time, like I said, I had I had that Master Collection, and then I had it on the Wii Virtual Console. I played the shit out of it. It was also it was like the only game when I got the 3DS. That was like the one game I got for it with Pokemon Black. So, yeah. Unfortunately, we do have to watch the long cutscene here. When we're actually in the game, I will be skipping a lot of the dialogue because, like I said, it's all in Japanese. I can't read it, but
Can't read shit.
well, I know the story of this game well enough because, like I said, I do enjoy Wind Waker, but I was talking about this with you, I think, on your stream the other day. It's hard for me to go back to a game that I love a lot when I've beaten it so many times, and Wind Waker kind of does fall within that category, you know.
Hmm.
Like, like I said, the last time I played this was on uh the Wii U, and the GameCube version, same thing, back in 2012. Um, but the hold on one second. The the last playthrough I did of this game, I did the Nintendo Gallery, which is like a thing you can do to take pictures of every enemy in the game. And it was a lot of fun. I was also going to do all the treasure charts. I found out very quickly that's not fun to do. And uh, I did get all the heart pieces, though. Because the main problem with going after all the treasure chests in this game is that you don't. You run out of things to spend money on very quickly. Like, this game is pretty infamous for the Triforce quest at the end for how many rubies you need. And I've heard the Japanese version does make this a bit harder because I have to be more conscious of what I'm going to be doing to save up money and stuff. But I feel like we'll be fine. If anything, I'm going to try to play this as blind as I can. But if I need to use a guide for anything specific, it's only really going to be the thing for the Incredible chart and uh, the pirate treasure when we get the bombs, but that won't be for a little bit.
Mm.
Also, I'll need to get kind of used to the camera here a bit because I can't unfortunately change the controls for the camera. Actually, no, I can. Okay,
I
hold
mean,
on.
in system settings, you can make left to right and right to
Yep,
left.
that's exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, I just had that. I just had that epiphany when I was talking. So, uh,
You know, through that in game in the menu here.
I don't think you can do it in game. I'm pretty sure you can't. So that's where I'm popping up Google Translate real quick, just to do this change. We're gonna do this to this, and then this to this. Okay, there we go. That's much better. Thank you, modern technology. I'm also gonna be trying to play this without using any restore points. Like,
Wait, is that gonna mess you up with aiming? Or is that
uh,
the left stick?
I don't think so. Because unlike the other games, or like Wind Waker HD, you can't move while aiming. you have to commit. Like, God, I haven't. I've only ever really played this with the GameCube controller, which I don't have the wireless one, and I have tried a wired GameCube connection on this, but it did not feel comfortable for some reason.
Mm.
So
Are you
also,
planning on investing in one of those wireless GameCube controllers?
if it's not $84 fucking dollars, sure. That's my main reason.
See how much they go for.
You can only buy them off the Nintendo store, which really sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I remember in the US version there's 100 rupees underneath the house here, so I'm just gonna kind of do like my normal stuff for Wind Waker to definitely start us off with, just to make sure we get everything we need.
Mm-hmm. Well, not $84. It is $64.99.
Yeah, it's like that's just too much for something that I'm only gonna use for like one game. No thanks.
Mm.
Oh, that's a piece of heart. That's different. Like I said, they did change some stuff around, so I'm like I said, this is what I know people say like you could play stuff like randomizers or ROM hacks, but I'm just not into those. Like I've tried them, but it's kind of like, man, I'd rather just play the official game, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm happy to try out the game like in a way that is official but is different, you know?
Yeah.
Come on, I want to pick up the pig. Because I can get some. What?
I see he has some mountain goat genes in him.
That's a Skyrim test. Okay. If I remember right, there are 3 pigs?
Mm-hmm. One over here, another near Link's house. Where's it near the jungle? No, it
Well,
can't be that far.
you can't go too high up. I do see one of the pigs here. I'm pretty sure there's also a black one we can find. Like, Aki, for you, for Wind Waker wise, where does this sit upon the echelon of Zelda games that you've completed?
Here's the funny part. Some people don't include Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom
They are
in
Zelda
terms of
games.
yeah, but in terms of like classic Zelda games like Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, all that stuff. If we're going to follow those rules, Wind Waker is the only game I've beaten
Okay.
in the Zelda series. Mostly because for the 2D games, I don't really care for, and Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask never clicked with me.
Okay, see, that's like, and that's perfectly fine. Like, I know people that can't get into like 2D games because they just didn't grow up with them. Like, I've talked to you off stream about like doing Sea of Stars or even like Final Fantasy 4, and but 4 is a little bit different for reasons. But like games like that, like you understand their significance, but they just don't click with you, right?
Mm-hmm. And I'm just gonna clarify this specifically. 2D Zelda doesn't click with me. Other 2D games I'm fine with.
Have you ever played Minish Cap?
No.
I would recommend that
The
one.
only 2D Zelda game I've actually beaten is Four Swords.
Ah,
And
okay.
that's the multiplayer one.
Okay, that should be all of them. So for getting all of them, that should be like 20 rupees, I think.
I think about it. Didn't Wind Waker have a co-op mode like?
You're talking about the Teagle tuner?
No, like 4 links, and they're doing like a treasure hunt. They have to link up like Game Boys or something.
Oh, you're thinking of Four Swords Adventures.
Oh, Four Swords Adventures is the pixel one, right? Meanwhile,
It's a
there's a Wind Waker like one.
not like this, unless it was like some. There is a Japanese exclusive game that did release. That does have like the pirates in it, but no, there's no 3D Zelda game like this.
Mm. You know what you said? Yeah, no, that lined up to what I was thinking.
Okay, I think that's all the rupees that we can get at the moment. God, okay, so one thing that is definitely weird, because I am playing this with a Switch 1 Pro controller, the camera is a little sensitive, but it should be fine. Okay, let's just going over Z targeting or L targeting for this game. I... Yeah, kind of going back to, like, I guess kind of where I would put Wind Waker in terms of my favorites. My favorite is Tears of the Kingdom, followed by Breath of the Wild, but if you want to cut those, then it would go Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time, or Majora's Mask, and then whatever goes beneath, 2 and 3, you just intersplice them together. I would put Wind Waker pretty much right underneath those.
Mm.
But we're talking like a neck and neck difference. I enjoy Majora's Mask a lot because I love the town, I love the side quests, I love the planning of doing a route. It's kind of like Pikmin meets Zelda in some cases, you know? Um,
For me, when I sorry
mhm.
for
No,
cutting in,
go,
but
go,
with
go, go ahead.
Majora's Mask, I have played a bit of that game up to the snow area, and then I just dropped it because I was not a fan of the time limit because that gave me some level of anxiety. I'm fine with Pikmin for some reason.
Yeah, well, you've only played Pikmin 3, right? I don't think you've played Pikmin 1.
One, oh, no, the only one I haven't played is two.
Oh, okay,
I've
good.
beaten 1, 3, and 4.
Okay, good. So you've played the best in the series. I don't hate.
Remember,
I don't hate 2. I hate 100%ing 2, but I don't hate 2.
mm-hmm.
It just kind of sucks that when I think of 100%ing, when I play Pikmin, 100% is kind of like hand in hand in that game. But I will only ever do it again if they re-release Pikmin 2 on a new platform, and then I'm gonna curse to the heavens because then I'm gonna hate the game even more. And it's not that it's a bad game. I just hate the fucking RNG of the dungeons in them. That's the only bit. Pikmin 4 took out the RNG, and the dungeons are fun. Man, who'd figure? You can make them challenging, but don't make them random. That's my problem.
Mm-hmm. But goddamn, they really brought back the traumatization of the water wraith.
Whatever, it's really not that bad. It's just how fucking annoying it is to traverse the cavern because you can't get a map planned out.
It's not a problem if you're fast enough.
Yeah, but speed don't mean shit if you don't know where you're going. I can run into a wall really fast. Doesn't mean it's not gonna hurt.
Yeah, off topic a little bit, but
You're fine.
have you heard that Scarlet and Violet's getting another update to make the game even smoother?
What the? Well, I mean, sure, go ahead. I mean, I've already replayed the game.
Not only that, but they're making it through an event. They can get the shiny or legends things like the curse. I don't know what those Pokemon are called, but now you can get them in shiny form.
Yeah, like I did watch the Pokemon Direct today, and it was pretty shit, honestly. But like, I'm fine with Pokemon. I just care about the mainline series, but like the extra content like Terra raids and all that. That's cool for people who want to play them. I just don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
Terra raids is only a means to an end to level grind in that game. I always love this cutscene. Just bam. Okay. Alright, and now we get to go get the sword. Actually, I'll talk about this a little bit more as we continue. But as much as I love Wind Waker, and I know some people may think this is weird, it's like, the cutesy, cel-shaded graphics and stuff. I consider this to be the scariest Zelda game in the entire franchise, next to
Oh,
Tears of the
really?
Kingdom. Yeah. Like I've shown Aki a little bit of my fears of this game, and I've talked about it before too. But there's going to be certain parts of the game I'm going to very intentionally not take an intended route to avoid a specific enemy on the open world. Okay, I believe you have to do this. Uh, ah. By the way, I have done the challenge to do this where you have to hit him 999 times with only 3 hits. That shit sucks. Because the trick is you just want to do a there's a specific thing he's going to teach you in a second of doing a I think that's the spin attack. Okay. Where you want to like press A before he attacks, and it just takes forever. Okay, this is the attack, I believe. There you go. Hit him. There, this is jump slash. There we go. Oh, yeah.
Got a sharp stick.
I mean, it might as well be. The sword is so short in this game. I always thought that was, like, weird. Hold on, let me just do a thing real quick. Okay. Nintendo, I beg of you, can you please get rid of that little thing at the bottom there? Slash also give us a way to get sidebars. That'd be great. I was actually Go ahead, go.
On. That black bar only exists for the options menu in the bottom right.
Yeah, I know. And you know what sucks is that I was playing Kirby 64 on the Switch 2 the other day, and it doesn't have that. It's only on GameCube games. I don't get it. I know that certain GameCube games had weird, like, or if you want to go really far back, the GameCube did have some weird stuff with how it would do, it would show games on the GameCube, because when I would record this game way back in the day using a Dazzle, you had to either kind of stretch the image to get it to go correct. God, I'm not kidding when I say like the sensitivity on this right stick is so high. Actually, if you could you look up a way if you can turn that down in like the options menu?
Turn what down?
The sensitivity of the stick.
Let's see.
Actually, I could try to just look at it real quick.
Okay, so far red's saying nothing of that sort. Can you adjust it?
It's just not letting me. Oh well. Alright, come here.
Yeah, no. Doesn't look like you can.
I mean, it's not a huge deal. It's only just when I'm going to be going down tight corridors if I'm trying to, like, rotate the camera a certain way. Because Wind Waker's camera is legit one of my favorite cameras in the Zelda series. It's just that when you compare this to the camera from the actual C-Stick, it's a little bit more... It's a way more sensitive. It's like going from 3 to 5 or like 3 to 6, something like that. Also, I'm pretty sure this is the first game that Bokoblins were introduced. There we go.
looking it up. Looks like only F-Zero and Soul Calibur can let you remove the bottom one because widescreen support. Wind Waker don't get that.
Hmm. Out of all the Zelda counterparts, definitely Tetra is a highlight for a lot of
Hmm.
people for good reason. I was saying earlier though, one of the things I did look up, just kind of like bring up, for conversation and stuff, was actually there's a really, really good here. I can because I'm going to be just hitting A during this. There's a really good video essay slash podcast this one guy did on this game that goes over the development of Wind Waker.
Hmm.
Let me see if I can find it. There you go. It was by Legendary Adventures. It was uploaded about 6 months ago. Dude did an amazing, amazing job of going over like interviews with Aonuma and Miyamoto because this was the second Zelda game that Miyamoto didn't really have a lot of involvement in.
Really?
Hmm. Uh, he uh, he was a producer on it, but he did more like promotion for the game than actually working on it. That was more of Aonuma and his team.
Hmm.
Because I think the Zelda game before this one was Majora's Mask, right? And he had little to no involvement with that game. That was all Aonuma and his team. But pretty sure Miyamoto did have influence on Ocarina of Time. I don't know much about the development, other than Majora's Mask being rushed as hell. Um, the development of this game overall was pretty straightforward. It definitely had a crunch by the end, from what they said in interviews and stuff like that. But not as much as Majora, because Majora was made in like a year. This game was like 2.5. Okay. Also, a
Yeah,
little.
does the team go
Go
on?
ahead. Go ahead.
Does the Tingle Tuner work in this app?
I don't think it does because you would need the main gimmick to be able to make it work with just the GBA connector. And
Hmm.
to my knowledge, there's not a way to emulate that on the Switch 2. But I'll tell you this right now, as someone who actually did mess around with that on the GameCube version, because I did have one, I managed to talk to my parents into getting me one so I could just test out the Tingle Tuner way back in the day. You're not missing anything unless you're speedrunning the game or something like that, or uh, you want to get Knuckle, whatever the blue guy is on Tingle Island. You're not missing anything. Like it helps create bombs and stuff like that, but I've enjoyed the game for years and years without using that thing. You are fine, I promise.
Hmm.
It's a neat idea, but it is not something that is integral to the game.
Grandma's sad.
Honest to God, this as a kid did make me feel the emotions, but because I'm just kind of just trying to get to the actual game here, more just kind of like, okay, hi grandma, bye grandma, okay, I got the shield, let's go. Because all in all, I want to say I've beaten Wind Waker about. It's nowhere near as much as Ocarina of Time, and not as much as Twilight Princess, but it's still fairly. I'd say at least 10 plus. Because I didn't beat this game originally until around 2007, I want to say. Because when I was a kid, there was a bit where I had played through about half the game without a strategy guide. I then found out what was in the ocean, and then I never played the game again. It's like, wait, what are these big octopuses? Yeah, that shit scarred me as a kid. And then in the same strategy guide, I saw the re-dead. So I'm like, nope, I'm good. I'm good. But nowadays,
You
re-deads
think
don't really bother me in this game.
you think they're scarier here or in Ocarina?
Oh, way scarier in here. I think they have the scariest re-dead designs in this game. The only enemy that has come close to matching this game as being like quote unquote scary is Tears of the Kingdom because of the gloom hands. And you know what those are because I know you've played through Tears. And
Mhm.
the underground where it's just pitch fucking dark. And I do not like extremely dark places in video games. God, this is definitely one of the things I'm like super nervous about because one thing I forgot about, and again, you like if you've played a lot of HD and haven't gone back to the GameCube version like me in a long time, you can't switch direction while swinging. You have to line up your shot and then just go. So
Ah,
we might be here for a little bit.
faith.
Like there are times I've gotten this done in like less than 2 minutes, and other times it's taking me like 10. And if it does take a while, I will just use save states because I do want to get a move on. But like I said, I'm gonna try my best not to do shit like that. And we're off to a great start. Aye, aye.
Yeah, in the GameCube app, can you reverse time, or is that only for specific stuff?
I'm pretty sure it's only for N64 and back. You can't do it on GameCube.
Mhm.
I mean, I guess it makes sense. There we go. I went way too far.
Overshot it.
Yep. God. I'm telling you, like, a lot of this first few bits of the game are going to just be me getting reused to the controls of it. Because you can play a game, like, you know, millions of times, but if you haven't gone back to a specific version in, like, a long time, it's hard to kind of get your muscle memory back.
Mhm.
Okay, hold on. Stop. I don't like that. Okay, that should be good. And then one more. Okay. Damn it.
Ooh.
You do have a lot of time to work with this, but if you do fall off, like, kind of late, then you're just kind of fucked. And what sucks is we got to do this twice in the game. It is a shame, too, because, like, this game, in particular... damn it.
Nah, and you can't do those on the initial swing.
I can, I just got to release it early. And that's the...
Also pull back on the stick just to slow you down faster.
I don't think so. You have to hold R to stop.
Hmm.
Because when Link's momentum is carrying him forward, you gotta... Hold on. I tried to do it the moment I touched it, but that's not working. At least I like the pirate theme. It's a nice earworm. Also, I believe this was the first Zelda game to kind of have like its own theme. That should be good, okay. Camera. Should be good, okay. Okay, I do not like that. Alright, once I make it to that one right there, then I can just swing directly to Nico, and then it's good. Okay. Do that. Line it up. Okay, we're good. It's gonna get close here, but it'll be fun.
Maximum swing.
There you go.
You skip the platform, kicks you off the ledge. Do it again.
I have walked off before. That really sucks. And that's a spoils bag. I used to think this thing looked really creepy. Okay. Although, this is something I always do.
For movement, yeah.
Well, we're gonna get up here, and then haha, now you're trapped. Bye, Nico. I'll see you in like 6 hours. There we go. You know, since we're looking this up, because this also was one of the first games where the Zelda voice cast really started being more emotive and stuff. Like, you had, like, the screams and stuff like that in Ocarina of Time, you know? But who voiced Link in Japanese in this game? And have they done anything else worth crediting?
Let's see.
Like, it has been documented who has voiced Link in this game. I just don't remember their name.
Okay, Sachi Matsumoto. Okay, yeah, this is a GameCube version. Sachi Matsumoto. Let's see what you've done. Oh, they reprised a role for Toon Link in Smash Bros. Ultimate.
That makes sense.
Basically every instance of Toon Link, looks like.
Anything else, or just Toon Link?
Let's see. Some Gundam shows. Doraemon. Blue Exorcist as a character.
Can't say I've really watched much of those.
Yeah, I'm trying to find characters you would recognize. Skull Kid in Majora's Mask.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess that checks out. I can hear it. Spack. This has always been one of the most infamous openings in all of Zelda, is this fucking dungeon right here.
Yeah, forced stealth sequence.
If you want to know, like, the one thing that made me, like, took literal months as a kid for me to get past, even, like, after I had this game, I had to play the demo because I could never get this dungeon figured out. And I know I had the strategy guide back then, but I was stupid. But I was literally stuck on this dungeon what felt like for fucking months. Hold on one sec. I'm just doing that so that way that little bit at the bottom there doesn't do some kind of stupid burn in. Because I really don't want to deal with that. Okay. So, the first thing we're going to do is not get caught immediately. We are going to get caught. Okay. Because getting caught actually is a bit of a speedrun tech. Well, I guess not speedrun tech, but it does help clear the dungeon faster because it puts you in a specific spot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shut up, Tetra. It's fine. Come on. Wait, wait. I always like the noises the enemies make in this game. Oh, well,
That went over the edge. And throw pots.
I will in a second. I'm just... Okay. Oh, okay.
I'm bored.
Yeah!
Now it's a fair match.
Oh,
You threw it.
I thought it was A to hit the swing. Ah! And I think that should get us a joy pendant. Yep. Okay, we're gonna need 20 of these by the end of the game. Okay, that's one down. So if I time this right, okay, probably can't. I don't think I can do that. So there's two ways we can go about doing this. It has been a hot minute since I've done this dungeon, but if I remember correctly, we want to head through here, and this either leads to the jail that you can get caught in. I believe this is the dungeon map for the area, or it's a sea chart. Okay, yep, that's the dungeon map. Okay. And then up here should be the jail. Right? Yeah. Okay. I'm telling you, when you've been here for months on end and also having that strategy guide, I fucking memorized a lot of this shit to the T. I also think this is one of the very, very few dungeons in the game, if Zelda at all, where you go through a dungeon without really getting an item. Like at least on this visit, when we come back here later, when we get the skull hammer, you know, that's different. But like this one, you're just going around disabling the searchlights. Come on. There we go. Come here. Oh, I thought I about hit him over the edge there. That would have been hilarious. Don't you ignore me. There we go. Okay. Alright, and that just leaves this area down here, if I remember right. Okay. I also think there's another piece of heart that I could get around here. Shit, I forgot to get all-purpose bait. Oh well. It's fine.
You'll do that in the revisit.
Well, unfortunately, the only place you can get it before this area is at Beetle's shop on Outset, and guess what I forgot to do? Okay, this should be our last searchlight too, and I believe this puts us about halfway to through the dungeon. Because after this, there's at least 2 rooms I know that we have to get sneak through with moblins in it. Come here, bud. Come here. Come on. There we go. Wait. Why did it make a slash sound effect? There we go. Yeah. I don't remember what the first rupee limit is. I think it's, I'm pretty...
200?
I think it is 200, because in the original game, what you call it, the incredible chart was 201 rupees, which is what encouraged you to go out and get more rupees. Okay. And if I remember correctly, is this the room that has it? No. Okay. I thought this was the room where the first heart piece in the game is. It is in this dungeon. It is possible to get, but either I've passed it or we'll just be ignoring that for now. I'll say first heart piece, but in the US version, this was like the first one you could get. Okay, and this is our first shortcut. Ugh.
Ah, in case if I fall.
Good, a way up if I fall. You know, I was going to do Odyssey, Assassin's Creed, and Valhalla for platinums, but I don't have it in me to do it anymore. If I'm being real, I can't really do a big open world game for the rest of the year. Also, give me just a slight second. Just need to pause that. There we go. Yeah.
Ah, the pause screen. Something I was not familiar in with HD.
It was mostly the same.
I used the Wii U gamepad to swap.
Wait, is
Made them
I could have sworn the guard like came all the way down there. Holy shit! I don't know if they made that easy, if that was made harder on the fucking GameCube, I mean the US version, but I do remember him coming the other way, like coming towards the door. He just turned around like it was nothing. I'm like, gee, really?
wonder if there's a list that has the differences. That
The
would be
only ones I
fascinating.
was able to find was really from speedrunners. Like, there's not that many changes in the game. Um, I'll try to show off what I do know from what I've been able to see, but that's why I wanted to play this version because I couldn't find any video footage of it either. Like, there's just nothing. Like, I couldn't even find like a long play of the game. The only thing I can go off of is speedruns, but I don't want to see a speedrun. I want to see like what the main differences are, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna do some edging. I don't know what else to call it. The trick is that you move a little bit and the moblin may like look at you, but he won't like hit you. You just gotta stop moving immediately. So, gotta just keep going. I'm watching you. Okay, I think we're good. And then you just hear the ding, 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 ding. I'm like, really? All right. Yeah, this is a shortcut. Good. A route up if I follow. Actually, since we're down here, I might as well go do this because we do need to get a lot of rupees also at the beginning too. Um, gonna come.
Okay, so I found something that has differences in it.
Hmm.
Apparently, the Japanese version here has a unwinnable situation bug
What
where you
is?
can,
Just in case we don't encounter it.
when you get your sword back, you can potentially skip that flag and continue on without getting your sword back,
Well, we are getting
and
the
then you
sword.
can, and, and then you can just never get your sword back after that.
Okay. Eh.
The cutscene trigger is made much larger in the other versions.
I really hope I didn't just fuck up, because I think I fucked up. I'm just trying to think here. Okay. We came from up there. Okay, okay, hold on. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Uh, I'm pretty sure I know where I fell from, so let's go this way.
Yeah, no, that looks like that's it from what I can find.
Yeah, like, there's just not a lot of research done about it, which just shocks me, TBH.
Mm-hmm.
Because you'd think for as well documented as Zelda games are, like, there'd be something, but there's just not. Okay,
They're too focused on covering lore.
I mean, to be fair, Wind Waker's lore is very good. It's definitely one of the highlights of the franchise. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure this is where I fell. Because I was like, oh, I'll just go down there and get some rupees, because we need them when we get the windfall anyway for the sale. There we go. Because we're pretty much past all the hard stuff at this point. let me see if this still works. It's a little bit faster, but not by much. This is something I figured out as a kid. If you kind of like flick the stick, for lack of a better word, you can get Link to kind of move just a little bit faster. It's not that much faster though.
For speedrunners, that's everything.
Well, see, like this is his normal sidle speed, but if you do this, it looks like he's moving faster, so it looks fast to me. There we go. Yay! I always thought that was funny. Come on, fight back, fight back. Alright. While this cutscene plays, I am gonna go use the bathroom real quick because there's no dialogue here.
It does that advance automatically? Well, folks, you're stuck with me. Look at all these youngins trapped in here. Link has found his sister, but something smells funny. It's a bird! A bird. He's mad. The bird finds the boy and is now gonna take out the trash. And all he does is scream. Look, Master, I found a little thing.
Okay, I'm back.
I came back. Get rid of it. It's bad for your digestion. Okay.
I'd really like to know how far he threw him, because when you look at how far away Windfall is from the Forsaken... Oh, they cut a cutscene out! There's supposed to be a cutscene where the King of Red
Oh, yeah.
Lions finds Link. That's not in here.
Yeah, where he's just floating there.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Huh. That website cover that. See this guy? His name is Jim. Jim is very bad. We must kill him.
Yeah, it could be summed up as that. Imagine if you could name this bad guy in a Zelda game. We've always been able to name Link, right? But never Ganondorf. That would be so funny. Nintendo, you must defeat Sega. Okay, I know a lot of people love Dragon Roost, and that's coming up. I love Windfall Island. I love the song.
Man, I remember just looking for a thing for like over an hour and just not being able to find it.
The sail.
I think so.
Uh, I do technically need to release Tingle, um, which I'll do here in a second. There we go. Okay. Alright, let's see. What else? Ah, shit. I just remembered something. When we get to the Wind Waker, the controls are going to be reversed. It's not that big of a deal, luckily, because playing the Wind Waker itself doesn't really get hard until you get to the Wind Temple.
Wait, are you playing with a Pro Controller for the Switch too? Or is
Not
it
the
just the
Switch.
Switch
I'm
One?
using the Switch One Pro controller.
Gotcha. Because I thought I was like, if you could map the GL buttons to be the Wind Waker left and right.
Well, I don't think you can because the way the remapping works. Well, no. Yeah, you're right. You could do that. Like, I will say, at first I was so hell no to getting a Switch 2 Pro controller, but the GL and GR buttons are definitely interesting enough to make me consider it. But until they release like a Pro, like a collector's edition of a controller, I don't really plan on getting one.
Mm.
Because it's like if I'm paying something like that, I want to make sure it looks nice. Like I'm used to the Monster Hunter Wilds, not Wilds,
Rise.
Rise Golden Rathalos one, and I love this controller. It looks super
Magmalo.
nice. Huh?
That's not Rathalos, that's Magmalo, the
Uh,
flagship for that game.
oh, okay. Well, the gold one. I know they released a gold and a silver one, but it's the gold one. I
Hmm.
also have the Zelda Tears of the Kingdom one too.
My favorite one still goes to Xenoblades.
I have that one too, but unfortunately the sticks have drift, so I just keep it for collector's purposes.
Mm.
And I believe that's pretty much everything we can do. I could get the Picto Box, but I don't really care. There may be some other rupees and stuff like that, but there's really not much we can do here, so we're just gonna go... Oh, I was thinking the King of Red Lions is over there, because that's where he spawns later on. Okay, that's
I will
nice.
eat you in your sleep.
Okay. Okay. Now, fun fact, because I was watching a video of a guy who played through Wind Waker without using wind. He did it. um, so cruise control, which is this slow speed, it's meant for being able to move pretty accurately and stuff like that. Turns out, if you cross a space, because this is Wind Waker's map, it's a 7x7 grid. It takes about 2.5 minutes at cruising speed. So if you wanted to say get from like this side of the map to this side of the map, it would take 17 minutes doing that. Bro, I couldn't imagine doing. I mean, on the bright side, most enemies won't attack you if you do that. So I mean, there's that.
Hmm.
Best theme in the game. I fucking love the song. Uh, seriously, Wind Waker's music is so timeless to me. I fucking love the song.
Hmm.
As much as you hear it, you better like it. I also
And just in general for traveling in games, I hope the traveling music is nice.
yeah, like not for nothing, I like Breath of the Wilds, but it just doesn't even hold a candle to this. We are gonna make a pit stop here at Paw Print Isle. I do remember where some of the island names, because there's a thing here we can get. It's a standard piece of heart, but it's a very simple one to do. One thing I really wish HD did change was the fact that you could actually hear music when you get to like an island like this, because they just cut all music off for some reason. I mean, I'm not saying
Okay.
every island needs to have its own theme. It'd be nice, but it'd also be nice if they actually played music.
I just realized in your tags you kept bleach in there.
Uh, yeah, I
I
haven't
find that
really
funny.
updated my tags. I haven't really cared to be honest. I haven't been streaming recently, but that's hopefully changing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is our first of Secret Caverns, which in here there is a you can fight some enemies, you can find some treasure, but these are pretty much the idea from if you played Majora's Mask. They were also in Ocarina of Time. There were these secret like tunnels you could find that would have an item in it, and I believe in this game again, I'm going to be using a lot of my memory from the US version. This is where a piece of heart is.
Secret tunnel! Secret tunnel!
Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Also, I'm pretty sure this is the first game that introduced the choo-choos.
I thought they were in Ocarina of Time.
Choose? I don't think so.
Or am I thinking of the bomb?
I don't know about the bomb, unless you mean Dodongos.
Well, isn't there a thing called choo-choo bombs? Where they run along those ceiling and walls?
Yes, but that's not the same thing as this.
Yeah.
Yeah, the choo-choos, are the slime enemies where, I think it's pretty commonly known that the noise they make is like two Japanese people arguing at each other, just sped up. It's like sped up and backwards or something like that.
Oh, it says here their first appearance was in Majora's Mask.
I don't know what the hell they looked like in Majora's Mask, and I sure as hell don't remember that.
Looking it up.
Then again, Majora's Mask was like had a lot of really weird enemies that just never showed up again after that. Like, do I need to mention the Wizrobe and how fucking weird that thing looked?
Okay, it's describing what they look like by one picture. Choo Choo Majora's Mask. Oh yeah, these guys. Okay. From the pictures I see here, they're little green blobs, a giant smile, and then two protruding eyes. I'll send you a pic.
Oh, yeah. No, 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 no. I remember now. I'm just dumb. Yeah, because they were in the field, and you would just see them all the time. All right. Now we can continue the Dragon Roost. That's just a quick pit stop in Paw Print because that's a easy heart piece you can get.
Hmm.
You know, I know the seagulls are meant to definitely bring you into the game, but fun fact, the big octos that I don't really like in this game, they are a sign that there was one near you. Now, there's not one here in the... I do remember, for the most part, all the islands that have the things I want to avoid, because I'm sorry, I don't feel like getting scared out of my fucking mind.
What about them scares you? Is their sharp teeth or what?
It's just like I don't like big enemies getting super close to you. I can't stand it. I don't know if it has if it has a name, because I know there's like also like the Colossus. I think when you were streaming Shadow of the Colossus, I mentioned something like that, right? Like I don't like when a super huge enemy that's taller than you gets super close to you. I fucking hate it. It's like I'm not scared of big things, like if they're friendly and stuff, but it's like if some or like even like big bosses like that much that try to kill you, right? It's just a certain thing about them that I just can't stand.
I think that's megalophobia. Intense fear of large objects like, you know, this is skyscrapers, airplanes, and big statues. What about creatures?
Fun fact: this is the Wind God's area backwards, or Battle of the Gales. And that's the Wind Waker. You just get it out of randomness. Have you ever seen what
Where?
the original instrument you were supposed to get in the game is? Because it's really weird.
Wasn't it? Okay, no, I forgot. What was it?
I don't remember what it's called. It's like a thentagram or something like that. But basically, it's something you use controlling both hands. But they couldn't get it to work on the controller correctly, so they just switched to a baton. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna buy like 2 of these. Because I do know in the next dungeon there's a rat thing that'll be good to have this for. I'm also pretty sure this is the first game that introduced Beetle. Okay. How long have we been going for? We haven't been going for that long.
Only an hour long. Beetle first appearance.
I'm like 99% sure it is in this game.
Yep. In 2020, 2002's The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker.
Oh, hold on. Let me close that. There we go. Okay. Okay, if we use... No. God, I am so used to the HD version that making that its own individual item. There we go. That was one change the HD version did a lot, like, that did a real good job of just pressing up on the D-pad. There you go. That's all you gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure this is Zephos.
Yes.
Okay. I know his brother Cyclos. Bye-bye! And that's the only time you see him. Which is a shame, because you feel like for the Wind God that he'd be a little bit more important
Yeah.
in the Wind Waker. Also, I know I haven't really commented on it yet, but yes, when Dragon Roost Island, one of the best themes in Zelda history. I don't think that's really debatable.
Yeah.
I remember when going to the Zelda Symphony, before, and like this song, when it came on, the crowd just went fucking nuts. Because it is kind of funny to think about, like, me saying, like, recounting that is... You hear all the time when people talk about, like, the history of Wind Waker, like, when the game, was first shown off, versus kind of like what the fan reception of it is now, where it's, like, very beloved and stuff. But, back then, like, people panned it because of the graphics, making it look kiddie and stuff. Ow. Where, arguably, this is probably one of the darkest Zelda games out there. It's definitely got a lot of the most creepy factors of it, and that's not just my bias talking, but, like, when you look into, like, the themes of the game and, the story and certain parts to it, I mean, again, like, the Earth Temple and all that with it, too. It's really kind of fucked up. Like, Twilight Princess is dark, too, don't get me wrong. But, like, this game definitely has it, too. There we go. Beep. No, okay, okay. Thought I walked off the edge. There we go. Alright, and now, I'm gonna do this. Fun fact, don't pull this all the way out. If you pull it out once, you can then just climb it, and that helps get that, you can get up here faster. I'm not really super familiar with Zelda, with Wind Waker's speedrun stuff, as much as I am like the Jak and Daxter series. Like, there's Barrier Skip, that's, I think, one of the most well-known things in speedrunning.
Yeah.
Which, apparently, I've looked up how you do it, and it's the most fucking, what witchcraft am I watching on this game now, man? And that's not even talking about negative swim. Like, negative swim is like, what the actual fuck am I looking? The way it works is that you have to line up Link in a certain way, and when you do that, it will cause when you kind of flick back and forth on the stick, Link will build up so much speed that you can go from Outset Island to the Forsaken Fortress in about 10 seconds. It's it's fucking ridiculous. It's kind of like backwards long jumping in Mario 64. Also, if you going back to the Nintendo Gallery, you want to talk about probably one of the most annoying areas to get in the game. It's this place because unfortunately a lot of the Rito are kind of hard to keep track of.
Okay, so may have forgotten it entirely. Explain the Nintendo Gallery to me.
So the way it works off the pictograph. We won't keep getting to it until we get to the Forest Haven. Um, but you get the pictograph. You then do a side quest to be able to get it. Um, pick the box that can add color. You then can go around to every single NPC in the game and take their picture and take it to a guy, and he will make a little figurine of them.
Ah.
It is fun to do, but the problem with the GameCube version versus the HD version, the GameCube version doesn't tell you if the picture you've taken is good for it, but the HD version does. The HD version also lets you store like 7 pictures versus the GameCube of the original 3.
Ah.
Also, I don't know for sure why, but Medley is unironically one of my favorite Zelda side characters in the franchise.
Hmm.
I also just really like the Rito in general. Okay,
Yeah.
let's see if I can do this. Damn it. I think you want to get 25 letters. Who's messaging me? Not important. Let me try it again. At least this needs a way to make money in this game.
Hmm.
Shit, I forgot that I forgot to show off the battleship minigame on Windfall. Because it is different in this version. I'll show it off when we go back there. We'll be going back there anyway, very soon, and stuff. Okay. Okay, I think that got it. Okay, I'm pretty sure that did hit the criteria. Alright, now we need to go visit Prince Kamali, which is down here. Orb. Okay. I do like the actually attention to detail that you don't just hold the item in front of them, they actually did grab it. Also, the orbs are so big in this game. This was a long time ago. Um, there used to be the Zelda site called Zelda The Grand Adventures, if I remember correctly. And like we're talking like 2006 or 7. Again, this was back when I was I've kind of talked about my history with Zelda. Like as a kid, as a teenager, I was obsessed with Zelda lore. And this fan site made a like a comprehensive fan fiction uh telling of the entire story of the Legend of Zelda franchise. And I wish it was still up. I'd love to go back and kind of like just for the nostalgia for it. And it through that website I found a web comic that someone was drawing of the Wind Waker, and like Link was a lot older and stuff. And I just remember like it only went up to as far as the Earth Temple. It's like I wish I could remember the name of the artist because it was so good. It was like the Zelda manga before the Zelda manga. You know what I mean? Which I don't
Yeah,
know if you've read the Zelda manga, but I am a huge fan of it.
I have not.
That's a shame. Well, then again, I know I'm a bigger Zelda fan, but like the Zelda manga tells a lot of really good stories, man. Especially the Twilight Princess one. I will praise that manga so much. And because we got the Wind God's Requiem, we can cheese this. Okay, remember that this is inverted for me, so I have to get used to that. There we go. Beep. There, line up the shot, and that should do it. There we go. Otherwise, you have to time that, and that's really annoying. Bye, Medley. Also, I'm pretty sure this is one of the... I'm just trying to think of, like, first Zelda dungeons. Like, this is, like, I guess kind of like the fire dungeon slash the... I'm used to it being like a forest one, you know what I mean? Versus,
Hmm.
that. Guess who forgot to get the water? My brain remembers the solution, but not the steps to get to said solution.
It's been a while.
Yeah. I think this is also the, at least to my recollection, no, in Majora's Mask you use the bottles to solve puzzles in that game because you had to do the Zora children and the potion in front of the witch. But Ocarina of Time didn't really make you use any bottles that I can recall. Okay, wait, and throw. Nice. I remember this was one of the very few things in the GameCube version that would actually kind of tank the frame rate.
With all the particles and then the water sprites going off.
Hmm. I mean, granted, it is cool. Although I
Hmm.
don't think Link should be breathing in all the soot. Whoop, whoop, whoop. God, I used to have such a hard time with this as a kid. I'm not gonna lie, I thought I just, like, reinstigated, like, karma or some shit with that. The fact I got it on my first try. Let's go.
Link would be incinerated if that blob was splashed on him.
Yep. Well, it's just molten rock. Okay. Honestly, this is one of my more favorite first dungeons in the series, in the game, sort of things, you know?
Hmm.
Like, Wind Waker is not a hard game, that's one of the reasons I don't mind doing like the Japanese version. If Twilight Princess has anything different with the Japanese version, to my knowledge, it doesn't. I 100% would play that, but with Wind Waker, like there's definitely gonna be some learning curves with this version because I'm going in essentially pretty blind. But I don't think I'm gonna have a hard time. What? I didn't mean to do that. Like, Aki, when you played this game, did you use a guide or anything like that, or did you just play through it like normal?
Um, hmm. Yeah, no, I played it by ear.
Okay.
I did watch Chuck Conroy's Wind Waker Let's Play a long time ago before that point. I kind of
Hmm.
remembered some bits, but since it was the HD version, some things did change.
Yeah, but nothing
And
like,
for the better. But nothing too crazy.
yeah. Like I wouldn't mind going back to the like if the HD version, grant I do kind of wish that was the version I was playing, I'm not gonna lie. But because of how the changes are, I want to experience this game like the 1.0 release of it. It'd be in
Mm-hmm.
a way, you know what I kind of wish we could do, and in some ways, very tiny bit, not as much, but go back to the original way 14 used to play in 2.0 or in Heaven's Sword, just to be able to see like what it was like with all the different tank stances or TP management, because you can only
Mm-hmm.
look at videos and get an idea of it so much, because it can be totally different when you play the game for yourself. Which really for this version of Wind Waker, I don't think it's going to be too different from a normal playthrough until we get to the parts that actually did get changed in the international version.
Mm-hmm.
Peep. Yes, it's very pretty. I want to jump on it. Okay. Eh. Also, I think this is the only Zelda game. At least three. No, 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 never mind. I'm thinking of Twilight Princess, where in Twilight Princess, every game, every dungeon had two pieces of heart. In this game, I believe every dungeon has a seed chart, but they all don't lead the heart pieces, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I want to pick it up. Thank you. Oh yeah, notwithstanding the current environment, I kind of want to just leave that outside of this. Did you watch Henya play any of this game?
Mm-hmm. Kind of. Through some clips.
Yeah, same. I loved I loved her like recreation of the scream because she did it so good, like exactly one to one.
I see.
Yeah, like I said, for right now though, everything else involving that company, I kind of want to leave out because it's a fucking hot mess right now.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, bud.
There was good news. Uh, you may not know, but Nimi Nightmare, she just announced she's getting married.
I saw the tweet. I don't know who that is, personally.
Uh, how can I connect it for you? Either way,
I mean, congratulations.
mm-hmm.
I just had a niece that was born a couple days ago. We thought she was coming home from the hospital today, but unfortunately she has to stay a little bit longer. Like she's fine. They just need to get some more stuff done before they can let her go. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a,
Gotcha. Anyways, I sent you a picture of that one.
I'll look at it in a sec. Bam, 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 bam. I love the Adam theme gets in this game. Doot. I'm waiting for it to load.
Ah, okay.
Wait, why is my Wi-Fi not working? No, I'm sorry. I genuinely don't know who that is.
Ah, okay.
Okay, I want to go ahead and kill some of these guys because one thing that the game I don't think outright tells you, or at least it takes a while before you can actually get it, but there are multitudes of different chews in the game, but the most elusive one being the blue chew. The prob it takes you have to kill 20 of them to get blue chew jelly, and you can take it to a guy on Windfall, and he can make you a uh, a potion that restores all magic and hearts. Now you may think, oh, that's awesome! I want to go ahead and get that. Uh, there's another vendor that can just make you a blue potion for free, and you can literally get all the materials on your way to them. So it kind of really defeats the purpose. That is one thing I don't think
Hmm.
I've ever done in Wind Waker, and I don't think I ever will because it is the most pointless thing you can do in the game, I think. Because you have to travel across the entire world, and like I said, I think there is a map in the game that does tell you where they spawn at, but you don't get it till very late in the game, and it's just from a random treasure chest. So, I mean, a random sea chart. So it's like, do you really want to put in all that effort where you can just go to the Forest Haven, get 4 Dekubaba seeds for free, and then and then just get it made right there? It. Come on, come on. There we go. And he dead.
Sparta.
Eh. I don't trust it. You can tell like the furthest up you can go. Yeah, I could probably put my hand there, but yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna fucking happen. All right, we should be able to make it though, the whole way up.
Man, this wood's something else.
Oh, don't. No, not yet, not yet.
You technically could have made it.
I don't trust my luck. I just don't. All right, man. The Kagaroks are so weird in this game versus what they became in Twilight Princess. But in that game, they just keep following you no matter how far away you run. They also do give a very good collectible here called the Golden Quill. And I think if you get 20 of them, you can get a free heart piece, but getting 20 of them sucks. Yes, Link, I know it's hot. All right. We've been going for about an hour and a half now, right?
Close to it, yeah.
Okay. I forgot like how quick this opening bit for Wind Waker is. Unironically, we might just get to the Forest Haven then. We're not gonna complete the dungeon there. That's gonna there's no way I can get that done in under 3 hours. But I had a feeling like we'd at least be around 2 by the time I got to the oops. By the time I got to Dragon Roost Cavern. All right, wait for it. Toss. Bop. Now, if I remember correctly, we don't want to. There's a certain trick we can do here. We do not want to pull these all out. We want to do this, and then there's a little thing here. I'm surprised I still remember this. I don't remember where this leads to, though. I think this is just to get some rupees. I don't remember where I learned this from. I just know it exists. Yeah, there was a specific strategy guide I had for this game that like I said, I read that thing front to back a lot, and some of that stuff I still have memorized in my head. There's like only one specific thing I ever have to look up. Oh, this is why I wanted the all-purpose bait. Uh, here we go. Toss that there, and now the rats will leave me alone.
My
There.
knife is yours, master.
Eh. Yes, King.
Push the A button to talk to me. That's
That's a,
it.
that's actually what Tess. Wait, that. Fuck, forgot her name. Fire.
Tetra.
Tetra, thank you. That's what she's supposed to tell you. There we go. There we go.
A compass that only works for this dungeon.
It's better not. Okay. Yeet. Okay, I think this is either a small key or just more rupees. But we're just gonna need a lot of rupees throughout the game, so I gotta save up for what I can. Nope, small key. No, away with you. Okay. Hey, bud.
Oh yeah, can you get double? Yeah, you need a tool for it later, but don't you get double feathers if you have a tool to grab the feathers from them?
I don't think you get double, but yes, you're thinking of the grappling hook. That's
Mm-hmm.
why I'm trying to get them more towards the wall, so that way they don't just go flying right off the edge. There we go. Oh no, keys! Woo! There we go. Beep. Did Link just... I don't know what... oh, it was a steam. I'm like, why are you jumping backwards? I'm not doing...
I can know. I just need to refresh the stream. I thought it was buffering.
Let me see. I did drop frames, but it's only happened once. Yeah, I've only dropped frames like one time. There we go. Where's the stick? Okay, camera. There we go. Okay, if I remember right, this is... Nope, not the room yet. Okay, there's our first magic pot. This is also the only time these things ever showed up in the entire franchise, to my knowledge. These magic pots that you can use to warp throughout the dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
Not super duper useful, in all honesty, outside of like maybe one or two instances I can think of in the Wind Temple. Because there's just a lot of backtracking in that dungeon. Alright, this is the room I was thinking of. Come here, bud. We need to kill all the enemies in this room, and we can get something. I don't think it's mandatory. I think you just have to hit a switch if you want to just move on. But they'll be hiding in bases and stuff. God, I'm so glad Twilight Princess introduced the finishing blow in that game.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. You know, I actually did just now think of something I could do for a Twilight Princess stream. Because it is something I wanted to do before, but I just didn't do it. Hero mode Ganondorf Amiibo.
Which is Ganondorf is double damage. Hero mode is also double damage.
I think so, but you also hearts don't spawn.
Hmm. Get to stock up on your own recovery stuff.
Yeah, it actually make you have to use them. I think I got as far as the first dungeon completed, but I never finished it. That might be something I could do in the future. I don't know if I'll do it after this game immediately. I don't really know. This is just kind of something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, so we'll see what game I stream after this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I hate this one. I'm pretty sure this is one that has one. Really? Huh. Hold on. I could have sworn you get something if you kill... I don't want to pick it up. There we go. Okay, that was it. I had it reversed in my head. I thought you had to hit a switch or light those lanterns, and then the door opens. And then if you kill all the enemies, you got the seed chart. I forgot. Here we go. Ah, yes, these guys. Let me come over here and kill you. Don't hop. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. I fucking knew that was gonna happen. Link has to do a backflip when he does that move for some reason. Alright. Yoink. Alright, come on. He was just floating in midair there for a second, and I don't know if you saw that. I could just do a capture to get that, but don't feel like it. Alright. I could have tossed that and jumped, but I was like, I don't trust it. Alright. Now we'll be safe. Okay. Should be about halfway through the dungeon at this point. Yeah, because this is the boss key, or the boss door room. Can't do anything in here yet, though. That's the last magic pot. Also, they did make Link's eyes to me more like, he's looking at something. It's supposed to be your indicator that that's where the grappling hook is.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Baloo. I don't remember if you wanted to get his figure in the Nintendo Gallery. You don't have to come up here, but I think you can take his picture on top of Dragon Roost. Or you have to buy it from Lenzo. Come on, bud. Come on. Dead. I will say, I really do like the way Bokoblins look in this game, because, like, after this design, they didn't really hit the same until we got to into Breath of the Wild, because I fucking hate how they look in Skyward Sword.
Yeah, what they look like. Let's see. Skyward Sword, you said?
Yeah. They're the just regular enemies in that game.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I fucking hate how they look in that game.
I mean, fair.
It's their first skull necklace. I think if you get 30 of them, you get a heart piece. There's a guy you can give it to later on. Come on. I always thought it was a nice touch that you can kind of get a hint that the Rito evolved from the Zora because Medli has the Zora Sapphire emblem on her clothes.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take that. Fun fact, if you want to be able to do like a skip, the grappling hook is what you use to do that in speedruns. You know Sonic 06, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know the gem that lets you like hook shot to places?
Yeah.
That's what happens when you use it in this game in the HD version. It's fucking crazy. God, not being able to move while having the thing is so weird. I'm so used to being able just to move. Also, this is one of the only areas in the game. Well, it appears a few other times, but like when you use the grappling hook, you'll see it like hook around the thing like once, like 3 times. Other times,
Hmm.
it's just it does it around it once and then grabs onto the thing. That's it. Which is a little shame because I really like it when it goes like over it, you know? There we go. Okay. I love this next room because of the Bokoblin here. He's gonna like walk off the edge here. At least, oh, I thought he would. I'm used to him doing that. Like he'll just walk off the edge and just be like, "Help!" Oh, there you go. Come on, Joy Pendant. Yeah. I think that's a C chart or just regular rupees or something. I'll take that. Okay. Fun fact, if you do cut all one side of the rope here, you will go flying off into the lava. I've done it. There we go. Alright. Nope, just no joy pendant. I mean, really getting joy pendants in this game is really easy. There is a trick you can do, where you just go to a submarine, you use a grappling hook on a Bokoblin, and then you just go in and out, and you'll just be able to farm them that way. Okay, wait for the thing to stop spinning. Boop. Okay. To be fair, I thought I was falling in the lava, not getting pushed to where I needed to go. Alright. Okay. Yeah, see how it does that like 3 times? I like that.
Maybe only does it 3 swoops when it's the first time in the room.
Not that, it depends on the length of the thing.
Hmm.
Alright, okay. See, usually it just does one loop around. Okay. And then just hold up. One thing I do like is that you don't have to, like, actually treat this like it's an actual rope. You can just kind of hold up and Link will do the rest of the work here for you.
Hmm.
Whew. Okay. Alright, come here. Do. Turn around, turn around, turn around. Bop. Bop. And that's the big key. This isn't your normal advanced key. This is your advanced key. Bonk. I love doing that. Actually, going back to when Hanya played this game, so I was looking at some of the clips and stuff. I thought she would be playing the JP version. She actually played the English version.
Hmm.
Does she speak English, like as a native language, or is that like her second language? I'm just curious. I know
I
I've
mean,
seen her talk in English, but I didn't know if like she actually spoke it.
I think she's native Japanese. Just her dad's an American, so she got English from him.
Ah, okay, that would make sense.
Hmm.
Actually, going back to a little bit of that, not again going into the company and how it's doing right now. What does who does Corone belong to, or is she independent? Link,
Oh, Corone.
okay, sorry. Link just went backwards when I was holding up. Um,
So
that,
Corone, like brown haired dog
yeah, yeah,
girl,
yeah.
all alive.
Okay.
So fine.
That one's not had anything happen with it, has it? It's just the current two that stand out, right?
Uh, Currently, as far as we know, they're fine.
Okay. There we go. Yeah. I hate fire keys. It's just a little plump. Okay. I need to do that real quick. Just make sure nothing has gotten into screen. Okay, looks fine.
You're the only person I know that has burn-in problems.
Well, it's more just PTSD.
Hmm.
Actually, let me just look at something. There is one thing I didn't really look at. Okay. And it's not like I had my brightness set to like 100 or some other random shit like that. I've just had issues before with getting burn in, and it's like traumatized me, where I really try not to have something on the screen for long periods of time.
Hmm.
Or if it is something that is going to be on the screen, it has something that can consistently change on it, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Actually, hold on. I'm also just checking where the game is displaying. Okay. I won't be doing this often, I promise. It's just, this is one of the reasons I don't try to play like 4:3 games on this monitor anymore. I try to do everything as I can in widescreen, but you can't really do that because there's no sidebars and it has that little fucking black bar at the bottom.
Yeah.
Alright. There we go. Yoink. Okay, I can just ignore you because you're not really gonna bother me. Okay, that's 10 rupees. I think it's a joy pendant and the other one. No, it's Knight's Crest. Okay. We need 10 of those to learn the Hurricane Spin. Okay, one of these should have a fairy. Okay, well, that's a joy pendant.
And keep that bottle at the ready and not absorb the fairy.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm like standing to a little bit, like right here. Got it.
Sad.
Okay, and now we unequip that. There we go. That way I can't possibly use it. My mistake. Granted, I've never done that, but I don't trust myself. This is one of the easiest Zelda games, though, to get fairies in, at least after the halfway point of the game.
Hmm. Other than Breath of the Wild, once you get past a certain point, you just grab them in mass.
Well, you can't go to a place where they'll consistently spawn. In this game, you have that, though.
Mm.
This is probably my favorite iteration of Goma. Brum, 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 brum. I always love the look that... Okay, I pressed the button. I love the look that Valu gives here. He's like, what? Okay, and if you aim it right, you can just immediately get hooked onto Valu again. Ow.
Shoves it back in, and the tail just goes through just easily.
Wee. Ay. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Almost thought I fucked that up, not gonna lie. Okay. Whoop! Okay. Now let's actually kill you. Bop! Okay. I hit the button. There we go. Nice. Just that crunch. Boom, ba ba boom. I always love the boss music, dying in this.
And to add to that, the horror factor, just the eye pops out.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I have walked out of the dungeon without getting the heart container before. I don't remember if I've done it in this game. I have done it in Ocarina of Time twice, actually. It was in the Forest Temple. Actually, going back to that Zelda Grand Adventures, I talked about like the fan fiction where they went over uh whatchamacallit, the like retelling of the Zelda history and stuff. Uh guess who Link ends up with in that? Like they actually did write him a romance in that.
Ooh.
It was Medley.
I pretty much figured.
Never understood why though. They only really share one moment together, and that's at the in the Earth God during the Earth God. I want to say Earth God's lyric, but it's the Earth Temple, like the lead up to that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I said that they don't really interact that much. I wouldn't be lying though if I said that has had some effect on why Medley is one of my favorite characters in the game, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I like fan fiction as a kid. Damn it. All right. Doo-doo. All right. Now, if I remember correctly, we got to pass through Fiery Mountain, um, East Triangle Island, and then Bomb Island. And it's when we get to Bomb Island that we need to get a bottle. But before we do that, we are going to head back to Windfall because now we can get the Sun Song. Yeah, shut up. But actually, also before we go, let me take a look at our sea charts because we should have some now that we can open. Okay, so that is at here. So we are going to do this. Also, a little fun fact too. I read about the Japanese version. Beetle's shop appears on the hold on, I gotta redo this. There we go, and then sail. Beetle's shop actually spawns in the back of Dragon Roost, not at the front, like in the US version.
Mm.
Also, one thing you will see from me a lot in this game, I refuse to sell at night.
There.
Oh, hello. I knew that he was back here, but I thought he would be on the spawn thing. Let me check that sea chart. We should be getting close. Like, I'm used to that thing being perched, not flying around. Stop. Okay, we're like right on it. I can hear it. God, this is one thing that the HD version, I'm so glad you could check. Hmm?
And I forgot my phone was on blast.
I mean, if my text alarm is the trophy pop sound from PlayStation. It's a good text alarm. I think this is a 100 rupee. Oh god, that is not what I wanted to find. Because now I'm gonna be maxed out. Fuck. Alright. No, I don't want to get out of the boat. I'm
You,
thinking of
the one is
the Swip cell.
the one instant you don't want to be rich quick.
Yeah. Alright. We're gonna head back to Windfall real quick and get the Sun Song, and then we're gonna head down to Forest Haven, and then I think that's what we'll call it.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I don't think that's the other one, right? God, this is gonna be weird not having the Swift Cell, because I'm so used to having it after this point in the game. Because as soon as you beat Dragon Roost, that's when you can get it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, there
You
we
have to
go.
win it in a bidding game, but hey.
Yeah. But I mean, the bidding game is super easy. You can also just save before you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, a little fun fact, though, for you. Anytime you, No, I don't want to do that. How do I go back? There we go. Anytime you, jump, if you hold like the steering, you'll do a super sharp turn. Really useful for getting through for like making just really sharp turns and stuff if you're trying to get on the sea quick. And this gets us introduced to mermen, who are here to be able to map out your sea chart. Be 100% honest with you. If you have a sea chart on your hand, especially nowadays when you play this game, it's not really needed. It's good if you're doing like the treasure hunting and stuff like that. I don't mean to keep pressing A. But outside of that, eh. But we got some sailing to do. Yeah, at this point in the game, though, this is pretty much when the game gets really open-ended, because you can, at this point, go to any island you want. Now, you're not going to be able to make much progress, because you don't really have jack shit, but you can.
Mm-hmm.
But because I want to get the Sun Song, because I really do not like sailing at night. Because in Wind Waker HD, guess what? They gave the enemies glowing eyes, and that shit totally isn't fucking creepy. Yeah, and I know we passed the mermen. Basically, if you talk to them while they are flopping up and down like over there, they will map the island for you as long as you have all-purpose bait. Little fun fact, though, about Paw Print Island. You know those secret holes and stuff I talked about, right?
Mm-hmm.
It actually has probably the hardest secret hole done, like mini thing in the game. On the island there, you can kind of see it. It looks like a cactus. You see the two palm trees right there. If you look at the sail,
Mm-hmm.
there's one that sticks out right there. When you get the hook shot, that's where the secret is. But there's wizrobes down there that will summon enemies, and that was like 2 of them.
Ah.
It's not that hard though. As long as if you go there, by the time you're able to go there, you can pretty much just one-shot everything with ice arrows and the skull hammer. That's really all you need. All right, how long have we been going? About 2
2
hours?
hours now.
2 hours? Okay. We're gonna show off the ship battle minigame because, like I said, it is different in this version. And we'll show off, and we'll get the Sun Song while we're here.
Tries to dock ship very perfectly. Proceeds to swim into the mainland anyways.
Well, that's how I always get here. Boom, boom. This is the guy that teases it to you.
Yeah, you have to activate him first.
I don't think you do. There we go.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah! Wow! And he'll do that for the rest of the time. Alright, let's see. Actually, since there's a pig here, I want to just try something. Hold on. No, come here, come here. I need a pig to come here. There we go. Okay, we're gonna equip some all-purpose bait because I'm just getting reminded of something, and I just want to see if I remember here correctly. I'm pretty sure there's something if you dig behind the grave, so we're gonna put the pig down. And, okay, yeah, I'm not going after to get it.
I mean, to be fair, you did throw him off the ledge, the food off the ledge.
I guess. Anyway. I think this is the thing to the ship. Yep, here he is.
Alright, how different is this?
So in this version, instead of squids, it's against pirate ships.
Ah.
Tuck ya! Tuck ya! The idea is pretty much the same, though. They just changed the graphic about, pretty much. Tuck ya! If I somehow get this on my first try... Nice! I think you get a piece of heart if you're able to do it in less than 20.
Which is why save scumming's a thing.
Yeah.
AKA save states.
Oh, I got it. Nice. Okay. I wasn't meaning to do that, but there we go. Ah, shit. There's a thing I forgot to do on Dragon Roost. We have to go back. Ah. There's a piece of heart we can get by doing the post-mail minigame. I just remembered. Fuck.
Weren't you actively doing it?
Yeah, but to be fair, the dungeon ran a little bit long than I remembered. But luckily, that's all we're doing here on Dragon Roost. So we're going. I mean, Windfall. So we're going back right now anyway.
Hmm.
All right. Get it lined up. The merman here is a little bit different though. If you try to do it here on Windfall, Windfall's already on the sea chart, and I don't think he'll do anything right now. But when you get the bow and arrow, you can play a mini game with him where if you shoot him, he'll give you rupees.
Hmm.
There we go. And now we just sail. At least we don't have to. When I used to play this game back then, I would always play up to the Dragon Roost because sailing into Forest Haven scared the crap out of me. Like, I'm not kidding when I say, like, just this open world in this game just traumatized me as a kid. And I do kind of hate that, but I've grown to know what routes I can take without running into shit I don't want to run into. Because, like I said, there's just something about this game where I'm in this little inky dink boat, and granted, the next dungeon is going to have the one item that, after you get that, you can pretty much explore the ocean to your heart's content, because at that point, nothing's really going to kill you. But I still don't like running into the enemies. I don't like the Octoroks. I don't like the fucking P-hats or C-hats in this game. I especially despise them. I don't like the sharks, and I especially don't like the big octos.
Hmm.
But once we get bombs, I will be going straight after some big octos, because big octos are good for cash, and I also need to kill one so that way we can get double magic later too. But we'll be doing that pretty much right after Great Fish. I'm thinking in total this game might take about... My normal playtime in this game is about 20 to 25 hours, so if we do like 3 hours a session or close to that, I'm thinking we'll probably be done in about 4 weeks, maybe.
Hmm.
Because Wind Waker's really not a long game, if you know what you're doing.
Yeah. Unless the treasure mob maps that can hold you over for like an entire month.
No, it ain't gonna take me that much. Like, I like to think I know what I'm doing, at least with Wind Waker for the most part. Uh, it's only when we have to whatchamacallit, uh, do the mini game where we have to, not mini game, but the bit where we have to put the password in for the pirate's treasure to get the bombs, and the Triforce hunt. Those are the only two things I'm a little bit nervous about, but mainly the getting the bombs bit, because we got to do the Nico platforming minigame again, and then I also got to do the fucking I got to input the game's thing in the the bit. I got to use the Japanese text to put in the password.
Hmm.
Okay, nope. Okay, I'm gonna give it one more shot. If it doesn't work, we'll just move on, because the main trick is that you need to do this a certain amount to get a guy to show. Okay, so yeah, he mentioned 25 letters, so this is it. I'm gonna give it one more shot. It's like, we're really close.
Hmm.
You gotta do this twice. Damn it, I was only one off.
So close.
Like, I'm not looking at the how many I'm doing. I'm just trying to hit it. All right, come on, uno mas, uno mas. Damn it. Okay, I fucked up. Whatever. I wonder if I just do this, how many I can actually get. The fact I got 11 by just spamming. Alright, we're gonna give it one more shot. This is the last time, I swear. Okay. Okay. God, I just can't do this on this controller, man. Fuck. Alright. Okay, we're done. It's like, I swear I've been able to hit that before without any issue. I just cannot do it on this, stick.
Didn't you use a D-pad in that segment too?
No. The only thing... I don't even think Wind Waker used the D-pad outside of the map.
Uh,
Yeah, see, that's the guy who, once you hit the thing, you have to do it one more time for him, and then you can get a heart piece from it.
hmm.
Alright. Okay, I just want to get on the boats. That way now when I play this, it doesn't send me immediately back to that entrance. Da-da-da-da. Alright, we got a few pit stops to make on our way to Forest Haven. I also need to set the wind to go south. Damn it. Alright. Finally, we can get going. Alright, like I said, there's really just two places I'm not looking forward to going here, and that's going to be one is Eastern Triangle Isle, and the other one is this place, because this place has a big octo. This is, I think, the first one you can technically encounter if you're not careful, but I know exactly where it's at on this quadrant coming up in Fiery Mountain. There is a skull platform that's going to be on our right, I mean our left, and if you go past that, that will get the big octo to spawn. But just to be safe. Like, look, man, I don't want to talk out my ass and have something just spawn that doesn't need to spawn. I'm just not looking to my left. I'm just gonna keep going. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, I'm kind of gripping the controller. God, I fucking hate this sometimes, man. I really do. Oh God. I see a seagull and I can't tell what it's doing. Am I out of the quadrant? No, I'm not. Okay. Oh God, my heart is beating like a fucking drum right now. Ugh. Okay, finally past that. Finally past that. Now we just gotta get through Eastern Triangle Island. I just don't remember if Octoroks spawn here or not. Remember how I said, like, how you are with the dungeon in fucking Okami? I'm gonna be like that for the entire game here? I wasn't fucking kidding.
Gotcha.
Ugh. Like, I love this game, I really do, but holy fuck, I wish I had the Swift Cell so that way I could just skip a lot past this shit. Ugh. My heart. Stop! Alright, and then we can get a C chart from this guy. Mm-mm. Hi! Alright. Yeah, I'm not getting any treasure though, because I don't trust it. Alright. Next up is Bomb Island though, and luckily there's only one thing there that we want to get. Can you kind of keep me distracted here for just a second?
Gotcha.
uh,
Okay, what can... Hmm. Oh yeah.
what the
Are
hell
you
was...
still playing Mario Kart World?
No, I haven't touched in a hot minute. It's been a couple of weeks. I still like the game, but I kind of got my fill. You know, I did all the cups. I played a lot of it online. Knockout Tour I loved.
If people were to ask, would you play it again?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I have...
Where does it stand? Go on. What does it stand for you in terms of Mario Karts if you have a tier list?
That's probably my favorite one. I loved Mario Kart
Me.
8, but I didn't really care that much for the booster course stuff because I was just boring. I just didn't really play the booster course stuff. All
Mm-hmm.
right, we want to come here to get a bottle. Yeah, man. There we go. Eat. Oh God, that fucking that legit made me jump. Fuck. I hate the mice. Maybe just because they're really annoying. It does also have the best Rainbow Road in the entire franchise. I'm pretty sure most people would agree at that with that at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You can take the rupee, man. I mean, got plenty. There we go. Hit it. And second bottle of the game. Generally, I only get 3 out of the 4 bottles in this game, because one of them is from Beetle on Needle Rock Island, and it takes... Okay, thanks, bud. And it takes forever to get the rupees you need to be able to get it from him, because I want to say it's like 3... Oh, I wonder if we can see it from here, if it spawns. No, I don't think it's the right moon. Why is there rupees? Okay. Um, Basically, this is an island that you can come to see the ghost ship, but I don't think we're gonna come across that. I'm also too lazy to make it daytime because we're right next to the forest haven, so we're just gonna go straight. Because at this point, there's no other enemies except for these cannons here. Fucking losers. Hmm? No.
Like this.
It sounded like it shot
No.
me, but I didn't see anything.
Let's shut up, Link. Also, apparently, Neptunia Riders vs. Dogus is available now.
It's been available. It's been available for like a year now. I
Huh.
didn't bother with it because it looked like just low effort spin-off, and I'm tired of seeing for that franchise.
Mm.
Hey.
Love this theme. Okay, we are gonna make it daytime because I believe this is where we can get another piece of heart. At least it was in the US version. When you cleared the uh temple. Oh, I played a wrong song. When you beat the Dragon Roost, Kamali's dad will send you a piece of heart.
Mm.
And usually in game, it takes about a day for it to spawn. So if the post box is dancing, then that means we got a letter.
You just got a letter. You
Nope.
just got a letter.
Actually, I wonder. Okay, I thought we got something else, but no. Huh. I guess that might have been a change that they did, because usually I get 2 pieces of heart here. This is, though, a place that I did talk about. We want to equip this because the Deku Bob is here. I hit the wrong button. My bad. If you do this, you get a Deku Baba seed, and if you get 4 of them, you get a blue potion for free. So remember how I said earlier, like the blue chew jelly is like next to fucking worthless? It's
Mm-hmm.
because there are exactly 4 Deku Babas on your way to this area. I'm also pretty sure that they're using the same sound effect as PD Piranha.
Yeah, they are.
And then this one. And that makes 4. Okay. Before we go, though, I'm pretty sure there's an Octorok. Yeah. I see you. Son of a bitch. Come on. Come on. I know you want to shoot me. Come on. Okay. I need to make that, not that actually, because, there you go. I don't think, though, I've ever been shot out of the air by these things. And I'm hoping not to make that the first time on stream here.
Hmm.
Alright, come on. There we go. I can ignore you. No, 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 no. No. That. I haven't filled that in so long. Maybe I ought to put in the GameCube adapter again and see if they did update this, because I'm not kidding when I say it did feel like there was a lot of latency,
Mm.
which is the only reason why I'm not using this. Because I thought, oh, GameCube adapter with the Switch 2 to play GameCube games, there you go, that saves you $65, whatever, right? But it just didn't feel right.
Mm.
Fine, here, I'm gonna kill you so that we don't do something stupid. There we go. Whoo, boy, I'm surprised I actually hit that. That was like the last fucking frame. Alright. We're at, what, 2:15 maybe?
In terms of time, 2:21.
Okay. Probably go until we enter the next dungeon, and that's when I'll call it.
Mm-hmm.
Because next session, I imagine we'll be able to get to the bombs and then also get to the pearl section, which is my least favorite part of the entire game. Oh no! Bonk. Pretty sure this is also our intro to Green Shoes.
Mm.
Fun fact, I was introduced to these guys in the Minish Cap. The Minish Cap was technically... Well, the collection here was my first Zelda game, but the first Zelda game I, like, fully completed was Minish Cap. And these guys were in the Minish Woods.
Mm.
There we go. You saved my life, thank you very much. What? Also, I know that they've said on record or in interviews and stuff that, like, this game was definitely inspired a little bit by Hayao Miyazaki and stuff. I
Mm.
feel the most with that with this area specifically. Because you got the Koroks, like the forest kind of vibe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yahaha, yahaha, yahaha.
Hi, we're spirits of dead kids.
Yep, that is what they are.
That's one way to convey the Fae.
So you remember that comic I told you about, the one that like they got up to the Earth Temple one, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember this part specifically because I've always wanted. I kind of wish we got to see what happened to Makar and this guy because they're saying they were late to getting to the festival and stuff. Uh, but then Makar just like what crash landed in the center of the thing, and then that's the next dungeon, right? But in the comic, they actually drew like a vine coming out from Calle Demos and grabbing Makar and dragging him in.
Mm-hmm. Oh damn! I spawned it way up there, not down here, for convenience sake. Sucks for
Oopsie.
you.
Oopsie. Okay. This is the blue potion guy I was talking about. Okay, I think I gotta equip him. Make me a blue potion.
I must individually jump on these things to make you a potion.
Yaha, yaha, yaha.
I'm gonna crash the market with this. You got a thing.
Okay. See, that's what I was talking about. It's just better to do that than it is to do the actual collecting of the blue chews. All right.
Mm.
I remember this part being a pain coming up, so we are going to. Yeah, yeah. I always hated this platforming section. Okay. God forbid I can walk 2 feet back. Eh. Again, you do miss just some of the very small details that HD did add. Just being able to like change direction when actually swinging.
Mm-hmm.
Because this game did come out in 2003 in the US and 2002, I think, in Japan. It's like, man, you couldn't have. There were other games that definitely had mechanics like that. You couldn't have fixed it back then. The Swip Cell, the reason why they couldn't do it back then is because they couldn't. The game wouldn't be able to load the islands in time. That's the main reason why.
Mm-hmm. Now, for some reason, you need magic to fly this leaf.
Yeah. All right. I like the Deku Leaf though. All things considered, it looks just so veiny though when you're doing this bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. By the way, I did mention the Nintendo Gallery here. So I'll try to remember to show it off next session, but you need a pair from Beetle to activate to get a uh whatchamacallit, a seagull to then go into a specific area to be able to get it,
Mm.
because you have to unlock it. Like, I think the way it works, if I remember correctly, I want it to go, there we go. There's a platform right behind Link here. I think we just saw it a second ago. So, I get camera control. Trying to, so right there, you then glide over there, and it's that place right there. You can see a guy just standing out there. So,
Mm.
okay. So now, this is definitely one that I remember a lot of my friends had issues with, being able to get this spot. The trick is you want to jump before the thing is going, because usually by the time you get there, you should line up to be able to hit this. So like that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to. You want to do it a little bit earlier than it may look. Otherwise, you're not gonna really go anywhere. Okay, so now we're gonna change the direction again. Okay, and now we just have to give that a minute to spin around. Also, you want to talk about a downgrade? Over there's our actual pea hats from like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. I'm like, what the hell happened? They're just little guys. All right,
Don't have
got.
enough fresh water to grow.
Oh, the sea hats took it all. All right. That should be fine. Like I said, you wanna go early, because that way you have enough time.
And now not to get shot in the air.
Nah, it's fine. Just do that.
I didn't know I did that.
Mm-hmm. It's like the only time in the game you really have to do that. I'm not even sure really what it does, other than just like tells enemies to buzz off. All right, this is the Forbidden Woods, which is where we are going to end today's session. So
Make sure,
we,
make sure to make a save state just in case.
well, uh, hold on. I gotta pull out the old translator here. What I'm doing is I'm just there we go. There we go. All right, pulling up Google Translate on my phone. So anyway, that's gonna do it for today's session. Next time we will do the second dungeon in the game and move on to potentially my least favorite part of the game, which is the cursed Great Sea. We'll be doing a lot of sailing, but we will have the boomerang to make things a little bit easier. But there is going to be very much a off the beaten path thing of how I'm going to approach that. So yeah. Um, Aki, you got anything you want to say? Just real quick, I guess for me, you can find me on my socials at Twitter under Vash the Gamer and under Blue Sky as well. Um, and I'll be streaming again probably at the end of this week. We'll see how that goes. Anything for you, Aki?
You can find my stuff over on the title. Just click on my name. You can find my channel. You can find all my links. Everything you need to know. And yeah, we do Okami every Sunday. So if you haven't seen that yet, but you want to, you know where to find us.
All right. Well, with
Also, before you end, I have a suggestion for a raid.
what's that?
There's someone that isn't usually live at this hour that's streaming.
Ah, okay. I'll have to remember how to raid. Let me see.
I'm just gonna give this to you.
No, it's okay. I can just pull up Twitch. There we go. Okay.
I mean, I think you have a raid button, right?
I usually just type it. So raid, and then 1602. All right, and just make it. All right, make it. I guess hashtag. Uh, uh, sailing. Sailing. I guess. All right. We're gonna go raid Shade, go support her. She's doing some doodles and stuff. Commissioner, all that. I've commissioned her myself. Can recommend her. So yeah. Anyway, we're gonna raid her. Hashtag sailing. All right. See yas.
He is.